Hi, I'm Jonathan Smith with Prestige Yacht Sales. You can call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyahtsales.net. Hey, today we're looking at a 2001 Mainship 390. You can see it behind me. What makes this boat special is that it has twin Yanmars. Most of these have single Yanmars, or some of them have cats, which those cats had some issues, but it's hard to find one with twin Yanmars. So if you're a twin engine person, I think right now, as we're listing this boat, there aren't any of those available. This will be the only one out there. So those twin Yanmars, I believe, are 230 horsepower each, so a total of 460 horsepower, where the single Yanmar is around 370. They have about 870 hours on them, a little less than that according to the hour meters, but let's just call it 870. And hey, let's go take a closer look. I was just on board taking photos, so I learned my way around the boat doing that, and I'll transfer what I learned to you right here in this video. So we are in Groton, Connecticut. I grew up in Groton, and it's one of the hottest days of the year right now. We're pretty late in June, long days, and it's humid and gonna get in the 90s today. You can see Real Therapy, spelled R-E-A-L, the real, not R-E-E-L. The boat is clean. It's in nice shape, and a nice swim platform. It does have Weaver davits. There's covers on all the windows, so it's really made all the vinyl up top and down below. All the vinyl and the interior is in really good shape because it hasn't been damaged from the sun. You can see some of these green covers. And all the canvas is in decent shape. It's all serviceable, all working well right now. It's not brand new, but it's all decent. Starboard side, see fuel fill over there on the starboard side. Big walkways on this boat, which we'll check out in a minute. You do have a swim platform and a swim ladder that pulls out there. So if you did fall in, you could self-rescue yourself by pulling that ladder out. And a door in the back makes getting on and off easier, or in and out, I should say. Somebody added a few little rod holders as well here. So if you want to do a little fishing, or put a lure out as you're cruising, maybe catch something, have dinner when you get to Block Island, you can do that. All right, hey, let's go look in the cockpit. There are a couple deck chairs. One is kept inside, one they keep outside, but all the cushions are kept inside. I put them both out for now. You do have washdowns here and an inlet for city water. You got some storage in both of these for cleaning supplies and whatever. There's one on each side. Two shore power inlets, 30 amps each with cords. And one is for house and the other is for air conditioning. This boat has 2 zones of air conditioning. Underneath this hatch, it shows you your steering gear, autopilot stuff. And under this hatch, we'll get to the generator. I think we'll look at that last. Let's take a walk forward. As I mentioned, the walkways are really generous, wide, big tall rails to outboard. There is a door right here that opens to the helm area down below. And here we go, big wide open area. If you like people that lay out in the sun, this is like the beach up here. Get those big marine beanbag things they sell, and a couple of those up there, and you got a great hangout. This boat does have shore power inlets up forward, so if you pull into your dock forward, you might use those. These are a couple pads for our windlass, Lumar windlass. This has a Vulcan 20 anchor and rod and chain in here. And there is a washdown as well to wash off your muddy anchor. I don't see any cracks in the deck, any crazing. It doesn't feel soft under my feet. Spotlight, hailer, and you can see our canvas up top and our canvas over the front windshields. And that just snaps off. Takes a little while to do. I did some of them to shoot the interior, and I've put them back. These are pretty easy, actually. This side one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about eight snaps. So it really doesn't take long to put those on and off. And so you get on the boat, you might take them all off, but you may want to leave the ones on to the south. Keep the direct sunlight out of the boat. All right, let's go take a look at the flybridge. There are 8 easy steps to get up to the flybridge. This isn't a ladder, these are actual steps. So if you have a dog or someone in the family that doesn't move as well as they used to, these steps are about as easy as it gets these days. Quick look around here. So there is a bimini up here over the helm area and the vinyl seats, but it is not enclosed. Instead, you can see the green cover I've pulled forward, and this whole area is protected by that cover. And you got to snap it down around the sides and a little bit in the back here. But that's probably why these vinyl cushions are in such good condition up here. There's no tears, no rips, they're not faded. They're a tan color with green piping and green accents, which matches the green canvas that's up here. Helm seat, wheel seat too, and it's in excellent condition. And you can see the other seat to port. Looks really good. And we have a table up here with some storage and some drink holders and a nice handrail. You have a little protective canvas around the bottom of the railing all around. A Rubbermaid storage box here. I don't know if that's going to go with the boat. Usually they do, but I know these people are thinking about downsizing. I suspect they'd let that go. Man overboard harness apparatus. A couple big balls for fenders. That's a TV antenna. We do have a mast. This mast does not drop on a hinge. With our nav light, our running light, and our Raytheon radar. The deck looks good. Sometimes I see cracks and crazing and indications that water's gotten into the core a little bit. It's not uncommon, but I don't see any visual evidence of that. I'll leave the rest to a surveyor. I don't carry around a moisture meter and inspect boats to that level when I'm listing them. I leave that to the better experts. The bimini's in decent shape. It's serviceable. Not new, but serviceable, along with all the other canvas. At the helm, we've got a suite of Raytheon original electronics from 2001. This is our RL70C radar, Pathfinder, GPS, chart plotter type of thing. We do have an autopilot, and these Raytheon autopilots tend to last a long time. They just keep on going. Depth and speed, standard horizon VHF, and numerous other controls. The port engine up here reads, what is it? 870. Down below, I believe that was like 830. So there was a discrepancy between the meters. I would go with this one, 870, because it's closer to the starboard engine, which reads 866. So let's call it 870 hours on those Yanmar 240s. Great little engines. I actually think they're 230. It's the 6LH-STE, which I believe are 230 horsepower. But great engines, really good Yanmars. So with 870 hours, it's pretty low hours for them for a boat of this age. Compass is in good shape. And so, it's nice. You've got a really good, solid helm down below with good visibility. So if it's too hot, you can have the air conditioning going, or if it's too cold, you're protected. But on a nice day like today, you might prefer to be driving the boat up from up here with the fresh air and even better visibility. So you have options with this boat, and it's just a nice area to hang out. At the dock here, I have dinner up here just because you can see everything that's going on. So And today is a hot day. It's going to be in the 90s. It's humid. Hottest day of the year so far. We are in the middle of summer here. We're listing this boat. We missed the spring, the active spring season. So I'm getting a little bit of a late start with this one, but hey, here it is. Not too many of these around with the twin Yanmars. That's the benefit of this boat if you like twins. And here's what it looks like with the cover on. Took me about 3 or 4 minutes to do that, but I'm sure with a little practice it would get quicker. Nice and tidy, keeps everything protected. The deck chair is also hidden under there. All right, I've opened up some of the window covers, get some light in here, and let's take a look at the Salon. You have a real teak and holly sole in pretty good shape. A few little dings here and there, like something dropped there, but you know, obviously it's really not too bad. You could refinish it if you wanted to. Tons of storage on this boat. All these lockers open up. You got a stainless steel fridge, which I'm not sure is original. I think that may be newer, or the freezer down below. Microwave above, more storage up here. That's where there was a coffee maker, but they end up breaking, so it's been removed in paper towel storage now. You got a 3-burner electric stove with an oven, and it is electric, so it works when you're on shore power or you're running the generator, which is an operational generator. Stainless sink with a little slidey piece of corian to give you a little more workspace on deck, on the counter if you need it. The front window side, left those covers on, but you can see what they do. Gives you a lot of privacy, knocks the sunlight down, which is probably why the vinyl on the couch is in such excellent shape. They got some pillows here, but they're not hiding anything, I can tell you that. The couch is in great shape, and this does pull out into a bed. So you've got your owner's stateroom below that sleeps 2, the guest stateroom that sleeps 2, and then 2 more here. Total is 6. It is air conditioned. We're in dehumidify mode here at this marina. So the Salon is dehumidifying right now, and it works. And there's another one down below. This is a central vac system, so somewhere there's probably a hose that plugs into there so you can vacuum. And here's our lower helm. There's a wheel there. Usually there's like a stool here. I don't know if they still have it, but people put a stool with a backrest type of thing there for using the lower helm. So the port engine here reads 838, but up above it's 870. So I'm going with 870 because the starboard one's 866. So I'm just going to call it 870 hours. There's our autopilot, speed and depth, and trip, I believe, log, and our GPS chart plotter and radar unit right here. It's all original stuff, but I got to tell you, this Raymarine stuff just keeps on going, keeps on working. So, I mean, if you're not going too crazy cruising, it might work fine for you. But, you know, these days the newer stuff is pretty darn good too. So you have to ask yourself if it's worth the upgrade. So no bow thruster or stern thruster because it's a twin engine boat. You basically, you know, if you need to spin the boat, one goes forward, one goes in reverse. It's sort of like driving a tank, if you will. Yeah, we've all driven tanks, right? And the boat just pivots right around on its center axis if you put one in forward, one in reverse. So with a little practice, you get good at that. So often when you have twin engine boats, you do not see bow and stern thrusters. Let's go down below. Gonna look at the owner's stateroom. See, you got a big center line bed. It's probably a queen up in the bow area, and it tapers a little narrower down by the feet. The whole bed and mattress lifts up and is held up with a board, and there's a ton of storage under there. You also have 2 big drawers here that slide open, and then 2 large lockers to starboard. And you can see they're really deep. And the same to port. In fact, they're so big, he's got his Weaver Davits system stored in here. So you might have saw those brackets on the swim platform. That's where the rest of the parts are. There is a TV in here. I'm not sure if that's still working. Opening hatch, but this also is an air-conditioned space, and it's in dehumidify mode right now. Looking at the guest stateroom. So notice that this bed here, it's in one bed mode, but that centerpiece comes out, and then it creates two separate berths, which kids love, right? Then they each have their own bed with a little walkway in between. But it does show if you have a couple, you may put that centerpiece in and make it one large sleeping area. Locker in here, opening hatch, some LED lights. The smoke / carbon monoxide detector is not present in here, and there should be one, so a surveyor is gonna ask about that, but not a big deal. You got a vacuum flush toilet in the head, sink, storage, big mirror, opening hatch above, opening port outboard. You do have an air conditioning port in here to dry things out, and a really nice separate shower, and it's really clean. You can see we got hard glass doors, and they're clean. You got a seat in here, storage bin, and then your shower that you can hang on the wall or use it as a hand shower. Nice handrail put up there, and an LED light. Walking back into the salon. So another nice thing I didn't mention before, but you do have a side door here. So if you're short-handed, it's real easy to bring the boat into the dock, run right out, grab a spring line right here, hook a spring line on, put it in gear, and it'll hold you into the dock. So that door operates a little sticky right now. I think the tracks need to be cleaned, but it's nice to have that. All right, I've opened up the engine compartment and look at these two Yanmars 230s. Here's port. They're really pretty clean here. Starboard. Now, you could get more access to starboard by removing the couch, which I'm not going to do. Gotta change that. And lifting up the floorboards. So you do have full access to service them. And it looks like, I think that may be a newer exhaust elbow, HDI Marine. And I'm not sure if the other side's been done. The other side looks different. The other side looks original. These are freshwater cooled engines. Big strainers. We also have batteries down here. So I see 4D battery straight down below. Two would appear to be group 31s, or actually those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other batteries, if I'm looking at this right. I'm not sure exactly how he's got it set up, but that's above and beyond the way these boats came. And so we'll have to let a surveyor dig into that deeper, but it looks like plenty of battery power. All right, overall fairly tidy. The tanks are to outboard. You can see there. I don't see any evidence of any leaky tanks. There's no diesel smells. Build is pretty dry, actually. And there is an oil exchange system, so pumps to change your oil. There's some Raycor filters as well on the aft bulkhead. There's another one there. Tough to see in this light, but there is one there. Okay, that's it for the engines right here. Yanmars, 230 horsepower, 870 hours. All right, I've opened the hatch into the generator compartment. We also have some battery switches, probably for the generator, and a battery charger, 50 amp Protec 4 battery charger. The Kohler diesel generator has 434 hours. I'm not sure if you can see that. yeah, that's about it. Holding tank is in here as well, which is empty right now, but there's our holding tank. And here's our C cock for the generator and a C strainer. Some type of pump here for maybe one of the washdowns, I'm not sure. And there's some room for storage down here. Oh, there's a spare anchor in here as well. Okay, that's about it. And once again, I'm Jonathan Smith with Prestige Yacht Sales. You can call or text me at 860-514-3763 or email me at jsmith@prestigeyahtsales.net. Thanks for looking at this 2001 Mainship 390 with me. It has twin Yanmar 230 horsepower diesels. It has a Kohler generator. It has air conditioning. It has original electronics. It has good vinyl. Overall, very clean, no funky smells. It's a nice example. And there are very few of these with the twin Yanmars. So if that's your thing, come check this boat out. All right, hope to hear from you soon. Bye.